Satu, dua, tiga. Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So, how are you guys?
I'm
I'm
fine.
fine, sir.
I'm fine, sir.
That's great. So, before we start the learning, I'm gonna check your attendance. Is everybody present today?
Yes,
Present,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you. So, I'm gonna share something. Wait. Okay, Yasmin, can you see the pictures?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me what is this picture?
That is a classroom.
How do you know this?
Because there are many chairs, tables, and whiteboard, and someone standing in front of the class. And I think that that was a teacher.
Okay, thank you. So, today we are going to learn about descriptive text. So, descriptive text is a text that usually describe about something, such as location, object, event, person, or place. The purpose of the descriptive text is to inform the reader on a particular topic, event, or experience. Okay, there are two generic structures of descriptive text. The first is identification. Identification contains the introduction of a person, place, animal, or object that will be described by the writers. The second is description. The description contains a description of anything that related to what the writer will describe. Okay, there are four language features of descriptive text. The first is using simple present tense. Why? Because we will describe a fact or truth that is attached to something or someone. And one of the function of simple present is to illustrate the fact or the truth. For example, the sun is hot. It is fact because the sun is hot. Therefore, you should always use the first form of the verb, which is verb 1. The second is using an adjective phrase. The use of adjective is to clarify the noun. For example, a beautiful beach, a handsome man, the beautiful girl, the famous place, and many more. The third is using an action verb. Action verb here means verb that shows an activity. For example, run, sleep, walk, cut, and many more. And the last is using specific participant. The specific participant is a certain object that is not common and unique in the text. For example, my house, Borobudur temple, my mother, my father, and many more. So this is the example of descriptive text. This is Kujang Monument. There is an obelisk-like statue near the Bogor Botanical Garden in the middle of crowded Pajajaran Street. On the top of the obelisk, there is a figure of something like sharp weapon. There is the icon of Bogor Kujang Monument. The statue was set up on its place in 1982. It is still young in terms of age. However, it represents something older than its age. It has deeper meaning than its obelisk form. The core of the monument is not in the tall obelisk cement pole. Actually, the thing that makes this monument is considered very important for Bogor is located on the top. It's the weapon-like shape that means a lot to Bogor people. The shape is the form of kujang, a traditional weapon of Sudanese people. Kujang has been known to be a traditional weapon of Sudanese people back to 6th to 7th century. The image of kujang as the representation of Sudanese people was strengthened in the 5th century. It was when the famous Prabu Siliwangi or the King of Siliwangi was inaugurated. The people of Sudanese tribe who live in West Java, Indonesia, had been known to use this kujang as a tool to harvest their rice field. It had also another function as an arm to fight enemy or wild animal that threatened their life while they were on the rice field. So please, Reza, answer this question.
Okay. The first question is the text is described an monument in Bogor, which is Kujang statue or Kujang, as you know. And then the second question is for the generic structure, we can find the identification for the first and the second paragraph. And for the description, it start from the third paragraph until the last paragraph. And the tenses used in that text is simple present tense.
Okay, great, Reza. Thank you. So, for all of you, I want you to make a descriptive text. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes for make a descriptive text. Is it enough?
Yes, sir.
Enough.
So let's start to make a descriptive text. Okay, that's enough. So I'm so Richa, show your descriptive text.
Okay, I'm here. I'm going to describe about the Safari Park. Safari Park, which is largely known as Taman Safari by local people, is a fairly unique zoo. It is precisely located in Cisarua, Bogor, West Java. In most conventional zoos, the animals are put in cage. While Safari Park has the visitors in cage, they are not allowed to get off their vehicles because animals wander freely. Visitors who do not have car may make use of the exploring buses that has been provided by the park management. The animals actually don't wander freely to all over the zoo area, but they are just grouped into several different blocks. The first block is used for the wild carnivorous animals such as tigers and lions. The second block is used for big herbivorous animals such as elephants, rhinoceros, and hippopotamuses. zebras, and giraffes. The third block is inhabited by primates like orangutans and gorillas. There are also many kinds of sheep and deer in it. There are bears, ostriches, and llamas in the last block. Each animal roams freely inside their own blocks. The rest blocks are like in the conventional zoo that the animals are in cage, such as rare species of Indian white tigers, several kinds of monkeys, birds, and crocodiles. There are also sometimes animals such as monkeys, bears, and baby tigers. The visitor can take pictures together with those animals. This park also provides a playground. In this area, visitors are able to enjoy a circus show and buy some stuff from souvenir shop as memento. They are also able to enjoy wonderful small waterfall. I think enough, sir.
Okay, thank you, Richa. So,
Yeah.
Ruchicha, can you show me the description text?
Yes, sir. My descriptive text is about national monument. The national monuments, or better known as Monas, is one of the famous landmarks in central Jakarta, Indonesia. Its construction began in 1961 and was inaugurated for the public in 1975. This obelisk monument was built to commemorate the struggle of the Indonesian people in gaining independence from the Dutch colonialism. The height of the Monas is 132 meters. It consists of 3 different level sections. The very top is a fire-shaped crown covered in gold, weighing 45 kilograms. It weighs about 14.6 tons and has a height of 17 meters. The second part is the top platform. It's the rectangular with a size of 11 by 11 meters. Visitors can reach it by using the elevators. It took about 3 minutes. From this platform, they could see a wide and clear view of the city. The last part is the bottom platform. This rectangular platform has a width of 45 meters on each side. At the bottom, there's a space of freedom. It keeps many symbols and authentic documents of Indonesian independence.
Okay, thank you so much, Ruchicha, for the description text. Okay. Okay, students. Any question for the descriptive text? Do you have any question?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
What is it?
In the first slide that you tell about generic structure of descriptive text that consists of 2 part. The first is identification. I don't know. I still confused about the first one. What is the identification of it? Thank you.
Okay, so you're still confused about the identification. So the identification of description text is usually at the first paragraph of the text. It uh, what is it? It shows the what is it? It shows the general information of the thing that described. Yeah, understand me?
Thank you, Wafa.
Okay, you're welcome. So for the last, I want to I want you, Yasmin, to make a conclusion about the descriptive text.
Okay, sure. So, the conclusion of today's meetings is about descriptive text. That descriptive text is the text that usually describe about something like location, person, event, or even object. And its purpose is to inform the reader about a particular topic or experience. And it has the generic structure. The first is identification, and the second one is description. And it usually has a characteristic such as using a simple present tense, adjective phrase, action verb, and specific participant.
Okay, thank you, Yasmin. So I think that is enough for today's learning. I want you to share your work, your description text to our Google Classroom. So I can make a correction from your description text.
Okay, sir.
Okay, say. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you,
Warahmatullahi
sir.
wabarakatuh. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
See you in the
sir.
next. See you in the next meeting, guys.
Okay, sir.